Hey everybody, so we're back. We're with Jean Day. She's running for first ward councilperson in the town of Wallkill. So, we just wanted to kind of hear a little bit about her and kind of why she decided to run and how things are going for her.
Things are going very well. I've had lots of opportunity to speak with many people at their doors because we've been campaigning basically since January, as soon as petition season started. And I really haven't stopped campaigning because I also campaigned for Paula Kay, Pat Ryan, James Lucas last year. So it's been pretty continuous for 2 years, easily 2 years. So I have met many wonderful people, which is why I decided to run, as you know. And people have a lot to say. And I am surprised at how few people are actually listened to.
And so one of the things that we're going to be talking about tonight is transparency. Right?
I don't even want to hear that word.
So what are your thoughts?
I think we're at that place where every candidate uses the word transparency and every candidate uses the word integrity. Don't we all want that? And it's something that as citizens, as residents, people are craving integrity and transparency.
Oh, absolutely.
That's not what they're getting. That is not what they're getting, and they don't want to hear it anymore. They want it. They don't want to hear anybody say it. So transparency and integrity will likely not show up on my campaign materials. I'll be talking about what we need to do and how we're going to do it.
What do we need to do and why do we need to do it?
So many things. First off, we do need to listen to the voters. The voters know what they want. The voters know what they need. They need to be listened to. And they need to have a stake in the outcome. And a lot of people feel so disenfranchised. Many of the people that I spoke with, especially 2 years ago, will say that they've been here for the longest time and they used to feel as though they were part of the community and they no longer do. They've lost their neighbors. Their neighbors have moved away. Their new people moved in. They don't feel connected to each other and they don't feel as though they have a say. And maybe that's because they don't. So I would like to see us involve people more significantly in the conversations. And I'm looking forward to the conversations that we're about to be having as this campaign really rolls on. We're going to have some conversations about women and how they're treated and whether or not we have a seat at the table. And that is going to play a very significant role in this next election. So I'm looking forward to that bigger, broader, deeper conversations where we really get to talk about what's underneath the things that we deal with on a regular basis.
What do you think is like the number one policy or issue that you wanted to address like right up front, that you would want to make a change or something that you would do?
We really need to be talking about wages and we need to be talking about affordable housing because people are definitely very concerned about their pocketbooks.
Oh yeah,
everybody across the spectrum is concerned about how the things that we're seeing economically are going to affect them directly. And so I'm also working for the Assembly District 100, and I'm hearing across Middletown, Wallkill, Sullivan County, affordable housing is an issue. And if we're not making enough money, we cannot afford the housing that's available here. So people will go someplace else or they'll work out of town and then transportation becomes an issue.
Correct.
So all of these things are connected.
Right.
All of these things are connected.
Okay.
And again, they meet at the pocketbook.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I absolutely agree.
One of the things that had always come up was the idea of building different types of housing.
Oh.
Right? We love to say affordable housing, but just like you said, integrity, transparency, affordable. What does it actually mean? Something that isn't affordable for one person may be affordable for another person. And what we've seen in the town of Wallkill, and you can tell me your comments on this, is we've seen sort of basically either two types of development, and that's it. And everything in between right, gets thrown in the garbage.
It's true.
And right, so it's the idea of, you know, we need all different types of housing.
We need all different
right?
types of housing.
So when I talk about, you know, when people talk about affordable housing, one of the things that people bring up all the time is apartments, right? But we don't always need more apartments. Maybe what we need is entry level homes to purchase.
Correct.
Right? Maybe we need, you know, in my day, in 86 or 87, they built Canterbury Knolls in the town of Wallkill.
Yes.
That was entry level starter homes that you could buy. Okay, where are those entry level starter homes that you could buy? Right? I mean,
Exactly.
we've talked about that a few times.
Nobody
And
talks
at
about
this-
Sony Mae mortgages anymore.
And at this stage in the game, we have a large population of people who really not just want to downsize, but need to downsize. And I'm telling you, I could not afford an apartment in this community. I was a professional person, worked all of my life. I would have a very difficult time affording an apartment in this community. I'm a senior. I don't need a McMansion. I don't need a big apartment. I think what we're going to find too is that we need to have situations where, like we did with the dormitories, you have a bedroom and you have a sitting space and you share a kitchen. Because lots of us don't want to cook anymore. Everybody doesn't need a big kitchen. And we could do more types of things, again, more creative types of housing. Also, community centers that involve older people and children. Because older people like children. Right? We like children. And we could do lots of things regarding childcare that would make sense. People want to give back to their communities. People want to do something. They want to be involved. And they can't. They're too isolated.
And one of the things, so in the town of Wallkill, right, some of the things that our local communities get is money for these things. The town of Wallkill had got $700,000 from the housing authority, the town of Wallkill Housing Authority. What did they do with that money? Right? These are things like, these are all there embedded, right? Like, we know that this money's coming in, but then there's no, like, the public doesn't have a say. We don't have any input. We don't know that this money is even out there to be able to spend, and nobody in our community, nobody who we elect, is going out in the community asking people
And
what
we
they
need to be asking. So now we're
And
back
we
around
need-
to the beginning
right,
of the conversation.
exactly.
We need to be talking to people and
be
asking
talking
them
to
what
people.
they need.
and what
they need.
and utilizing what we have towards
Exactly.
those needs.
Exactly.
Yes,
Correct.
exactly.
Yeah.
No. So if anybody, you know, who is listening to you today wants to volunteer or wants to help you out, how would they get in touch with you? How can they follow you through this campaign cycle?
Well, I'm going to be having, so we'll have to edit. I'm going to have a Facebook account, an Instagram account. I can give you a telephone number. Is 845-645-9001.
Okay.
That's probably the best way right now to get in touch with me as I'm getting my campaign kicked off.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a
I'm
good
going to
start.
be getting some help from someone I met here with the social media.
Do you have
my
an email
strong suit.
address at this point or not yet?
I can tell you what it is.
Not, we do.
I have one.
Oh,
Okay.
you got one. Okay, so we need to help you get with a new one.
We'll keep you in mind, and our viewers will keep you in mind. And what's a final message that you would like to leave them with going
Vote for
into
me. Vote for me in November.
Gene Day,
For
First
one
Ward
councilperson. That's right.
Councilperson for Town of Wallkill. Go
Thank you.
Wallkill!
Gene.
Go Wallkill.
Thank you. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you.